right now on News Channel 8 at 8.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Josh Benson.
I'm Avery Cotton. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Julie is in with a check of our forecast. Definitely has cooled down, but this isn't going to last for very long.
No, it's Florida, you know.
Yeah.
What goes
Comes
up
and goes
down, back around this
Welcome
time of the year.
back, by the way.
Yeah, great to be back.
Yeah.
And I brought the cold weather back, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, because it's going to be cold again tonight. Clear skies in place right now on Max Defender 8. Not tracking any rain out there currently, but recently we have seen some higher clouds that have rolled in, and that may keep up our temperatures a degree or two than what we might have otherwise thought for tonight if those clouds do stick around. Currently, we're sitting at 50 in Tampa, 50 in Clearwater, 46 in Weeki Wachee, 48 in Plant City, and it's already down to 49 in Winter Haven. Now, as we head through tonight, temperature's going to drop back pretty quickly to around 34 in Brooksville, 42 in Tampa, 38 in Lakeland, and 46 tomorrow morning in St. Pete. I will have a full look at when temperatures go back up again as we head into the weekend coming up.
All right, Julie, thank you. Cold weather shelters are again open in multiple counties for those who need a warm place to stay tonight. In Citrus County, you can head to the Salvation Army in Lecanto. In Hernando, the men's and the women's shelters in Brooksville are there to help, and in Hillsborough there are shelters all across the county. Now, we have addresses on all the cold weather shelters posted for you at WFLA.com and within our free News Channel 8 app. And don't forget, our Max Defender 8 app is a free download in the App Store or in Google Play. It is the radar built for Tampa Bay weather.
Tonight, Sheriff Grady Judd is calling out a Polk County school for not having full-time armed security. Every school in the county has armed guards on campus except one. News Channel 8's Melissa Marino explains why the sheriff is putting pressure on this school.
Good evening. They have armed security here, but it isn't full-time. The sheriff says they are putting their students' safety at risk.
You are allowing those children to be at greater risk by not complying with the law. And at the end of the day, you're going to comply with the law sooner or later.
You'll find a Lakeland police officer at Magnolia Montessori Academy.
Our school received $5,000 and a requirement to harden our campus and hire an officer.
But school administrators say that's not nearly enough funding to hire someone full-time. Despite that, school board president Alicia Totten believes they're still following the law.
The act requires that an officer be assigned to every school, but it doesn't mandate that they're present all day or every day.
So you're putting a dollar value on a child's life?
Right now, there is no consequence for not following the law, but the sheriff says he'll do whatever it takes to make them comply.
Compliance is not an option, it's mandatory. It's just how much public embarrassment are you going to see in the news media, and how much pressure do we have to put on you through the legislature?
Starting today, the school had an officer on campus all day and will continue to do so until this is resolved. They tell me there is a meeting with parents on Monday to try to figure out a plan. In Lakeland, Melissa Marino, News Channel 8.
New tonight, a commuter train between Tampa and Orlando is becoming more of a reality. Today, the Florida Department of Transportation agreed to move forward negotiating a lease with Brightline. That train service wants to build a $1.7 billion privately financed rail line between the two cities along the I-4 corridor. Brightline is already building an Orlando Airport train station with service to South Florida. Tickets from Tampa to Orlando are estimated to cost about $35 one way. And 4 people alive tonight after their plane crashed into Tampa Bay today. News Channel 8's Jamel Lene joins us now, where they were rescued from the cold water over in St. Petersburg.
We're told that the plane overshot the runway here on the north side of the airport. John Lewandowski was working from home when he saw fire crews rush to Albert Whitted Airport.
It just was abnormally loud, and we're in a very sound building, so I was like looking out, and then I started seeing them on the runway, and they were going in both directions.
A small engine plane overshot the runway just after 12:30 this afternoon and crashed into the water.
When it happens, I mean, you hear the sirens and you hear the aftermath, and that's where it was really just kind of freaky.
Lewandowski picked up his cell phone and started shooting.
Immediately I saw people swimming in the water, whether it be Coast Guard or humanitarians, of what I'm told now.
Eagle 8 HD captured the scene from above. The plane, submerged in the murky water, can't be seen. The U.S. Coast Guard happened to be in the area training. Officials say Good Samaritans helped the 4 people out of the water.
We noticed a splash in the water, and we saw a Good Sam reporting, or they were responding to the incident. And with that, we drove our boat in to investigate. We were there within a couple of minutes.
All 4 were taken back to the Coast Guard station to be treated. 1 had to be taken to the hospital.
We're fortunate to get the people out of the water and give them the help they needed.
We're told that none of the injuries are life-threatening. Right now, the FAA is investigating. In St. Pete, Jamel Lene, News Channel 8.
There's a Bay Area connection to a man who could be one of the most prolific serial killers in U.S. history. This is video of Samuel Little. He's in prison for several murders. He told investigators he killed 90 people from Florida to California from 1970 to 2005, including a woman in the Tampa area and one in Plant City. Detectives are now working to verify his claims. We spoke with a retired FBI agent who says he should be taken seriously.
So I would definitely say that they should take him at his word at this point and actually take an approach to disprove the 90.
So far, detectives have linked him to 34 killings. And 1 year ago today, Tampa police closed a case that terrified one neighborhood as they arrested the accused Seminole Heights serial killer. Tonight, Melanie Michael shows us how things have changed.
Hey there, good evening to you from police headquarters. Intense, stressful, and ultimately heartbreaking. That's how Chief Brian Dugan describes what it was like during the manhunt. He talked with us today, candidly, openly, about his life during that period. 51 long days leading the department and the city of Tampa during a time of crisis. And he says he rarely slept. He often worried, pacing at crime scenes, and he wanted to make sure the citizens of Tampa felt safe. He says he drove by those crime scenes every single morning to remember the 4 lives lost. Many moments stand out in his mind, including this one, the day of the 4th murder.
I got called early that morning. Actually, it was my 51st birthday, and it was my birthday, and to have the 4th murder, it's a feeling when I got the call about the 4th murder, speechless.
In the end, the chief says this case brought him closer to the community, closer to the victims' families, and really humbled him. It showed the strength of our city and how we came together in a time of crisis. I'm Melanie Michael in downtown Tampa, News Channel 8.
Pasco deputies are looking for a man who tried to abduct a 10-year-old girl in Newport Richey. Take a look at the sketch of the man detectives are looking for. They say it happened Monday between 5 and 5:15 in the afternoon. This man was driving a 4-door vehicle with no license plate when he drove up to a girl at Banbury Avenue and Carty Street. He asked her to get into his car, claiming he was friends with her mother. The girl refused and ran away.
Crime Stoppers is offering $3,000 to find whomever barged into a home and killed a Tampa man. Police say the killers forced their way into a home on State Street West on November 17th. They threatened a pregnant woman and killed her boyfriend, Christian Velasquez Osorio. Police believe they might have been driving a 4-door silver car.
An area doctor is raising some concerns about the popularity of CBD oil. Now, CBD comes from hemp or marijuana and is quickly becoming a popular option for those battling pain, inflammation, even anxiety. Officials say CBD provides health benefits without getting you high. But a Lakewood Ranch physician warns that CBD is not FDA approved and too much of it can lead to side effects like nausea, vomiting, and low blood pressure.
So people are going to Dr. Google for their answers. And Dr. Google is not a very reliable doctor.
Eating organic foods help with anti-inflammatory properties within your body. CBD is the same thing. Hemp is a plant.
Most CBD stores provide detailed instructions on taking the substance. Experts say you should do your research before using CBD.
Well, shopping and dining in downtown Lakeland is going to get a little easier. The city is expanding its valet parking service to include daytime hours. The service started today and will operate Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday from 11 a.m. until 3 p.m. Drivers can drop off their vehicle at Munn Park. And the best part about this, the service is free. And parking will be at a premium for the Lakeland Christmas Parade next Thursday, the 6th. The parade begins at the RP Funding Center and makes its way looping around downtown. Fireworks over Lake Mirror will kick off the parade at 7 p.m. And this Friday, we will bring you live coverage of the City of Tampa's Christmas tree lighting ceremony. It's happening at Curtis Hickson Park, and our own Keith Kate will join Mayor Bob Buckhorn with the big countdown. That's during our 7 o'clock newscast on News Channel 8. Keith Kate rubbing elbows with the mayor.
I mean, he's going to flip the switch, so that'll be fun. I hope it's going to be warmer, too, so he doesn't have to bundle up. All right, Better Call Bank exposed a building blunder, and now it's actually being fixed.
Obviously, everything has been shrunk down, and bedrooms had to be moved.
Shannon is there as the crews start work to cut 4 feet off an already built home.
Plus, your dogs will love this deal. We're going to tell you how to score a special treat for free from Burger King.
And a chilly fall day here in the Bay Area, but the cool temperatures didn't keep people away from Clearwater Beach. Take a look. You see people just bundled up here, walking near the coastline. So when will it warm up? Julie Phillips will tell us coming up after this.
Here's a live look at Max Defender 8. Very quiet out there. I don't think anything is out there. Julie's going to join us again in a moment with an update.
If you've been cheated, when you need help, she's on your side. Better call Bacon.
A Wesley Chapel home will soon be 4 feet smaller. Shannon Bacon showed us his house built too close to its neighbors. And tonight, Shannon is getting results as work begins to chop off part of the home.
Piece by piece, part of the second floor was removed. A crane hauled it over the house and to a dumpster. You're looking at Avex Homes' solution to their biggest building mistake ever. This house in Avalon Park West was built less than 6 feet away from the neighbor's home. That neighbor, Rachel Vermillion, turned to me after the home sat empty, unsellable for a year. She had a front row seat to demo day.
Extremely exciting. I'm very ready for all of this to be done and over with and not have to worry about it anymore.
Pasco County Code requires these homes to have at least 10 feet in between them, but inspectors miss this. So how do you cut off 4 feet from a house? First, the builder constructed a new load-bearing exterior wall inside the house. Then this work, hacking away at the upstairs. The roof pitch will be redesigned. And the inside?
They completely changed the original floor plan. They've totally revamped that because obviously everything has been shrunk down and bedrooms had to be moved. Because I know one of the main issues was, the bathroom window here looking in to the bathroom on this house. So this bathroom that was here is now moved to the opposite side of the house.
As for Rachel, she's glad she turned to Better Call Bacon.
What do you think made the difference? You! Somebody actually making comments and forcing it out to the public to make it known that they're not owning up to what they've done.
The next step is to remove 4 feet of concrete downstairs. Contractors tell me the entire exterior process should take about 3 weeks. Reporting in Wesley Chapel, I'm Shannon Bacon, 8 on your side.
And if you have a problem that needs solving, better call Bacon. The number is 1-855-BACON. And tonight's 8 on your side consumer alert, Google is opening its Fi wireless service to more phones and offering a pretty tempting deal.
Yeah, this is pretty good, but it's only for today. Now, if you buy a new Pixel or another phone through the Google Fi website, you'll get the entire purchase price back in gift cards that you can use on airline tickets or hotel rooms. And even if you don't want that deal, Google's now allowing most Android phones, even iPhones, to use the Fi service. Home builders are having some trouble getting rid of all their inventory.
The Commerce Department says October was not a good month for new home sales, which dropped almost 9%. It's the 4th decline in the past 5 months. Experts are blaming rising mortgage rates. Home builders now have about 336,000 new homes available to buy nationwide.
But how about this? When you call up the King for a burger, don't forget your best friend on this deal.
Yeah, Burger King offering a special treat for dog owners. They're calling it the Dog Purr. Dog Whopper, a dog purr, a dog bone with a flame grilled taste. It's free when you order a Whopper for yourself, but only if you use the DoorDash food delivery service. And one of the most annoying gifts of all time is getting a high-tech upgrade.
This thing gave me fits as a kid. I don't know. Big Mouth Billy Bass. Remember that? Making a comeback. And this time, the talking fish will be able to communicate with Alexa. Of course it will be. Billy will be able to respond to Alexa voice commands and even lip sync Alexa's words. Now, Amazon is taking pre-orders now, and the cost is $40.
Max Defender 8, the radar built for Tampa Bay weather. Sponsored by Moss Family Automotive. Now, meteorologist Julie Phillips.
We are dealing with some of the coldest air we've seen so far this season. Tonight, temperatures are going to be dropping back into the 30s and 40s again. So if you were cold this morning, temperatures are going to be very similar when you wake up tomorrow morning. So bundle up as you step out the door. By the middle of this week, though, again, drier air continues to roll in with plenty of sunshine to end the week. It's the weekend where we do start start to see the humidity start to go back up again, and then we also bring in a slight chance of rain as well. Max Defender 8 showing you the dry conditions that we are currently tracking. There's a little bit more cloud cover out in the Gulf, and we've seen a little bit of this high level stuff kind of streaming over us, and that could keep up temperatures a degree or two overnight. Just depends on how long that sticks around. So at 9 p.m. this evening, temperatures for many of us will already be in the 40s. So definitely want to bundle up. Tomorrow morning, low 40s to start the day. By the afternoon hours, we'll top out in the upper 60s. Plenty of sunshine. Another nice day. Just going to stay a little bit on the cool side. I want to remind you, Kindness Day is coming up. Always such a fun day to be here at the News Center. Hopefully you can come by, participate anytime between 6 a.m. and 7 p.m. next Friday. You can come and drop off some food for Feeding Tampa Bay, Toys for Tots. You can donate blood, and then also you can drop off new teddy bears for the Rough Riders. They collect these as part of the Teddy Bear Roundup they do each year. If you can't make it to Kindness Day, we collect these all the way through December 18th. You can just drop them off right here at the news station. Always love to be a part of that Teddy Bear Roundup. So through tonight, high pressure will be in control. You get a few extra clouds around, a little bit breezy this evening, but winds really dying down overnight, and it's going to be cold when you step out the door tomorrow morning. No buts about that. 30s and 40s to begin with, and then by tomorrow afternoon we should top out in the upper 60s. Today we only made it up to 57 in Tampa, so it will be warmer than that into the afternoon hours, but still will be a cool afternoon. Heading into Friday morning, partly cloudy to start the day, and that's when we really start to see some changes. So it's not going to be nearly as chilly. It'll be in the low 50s to start the day, and then by Friday afternoon, as our winds shift more southeasterly, temperatures will make it back up into the mid 70s. So that's a pretty nice warm up ahead. High pressure will then shift east, and we'll see some more deeper moisture roll in for the weekend. That will bring up our rain chances for Saturday and for Sunday as well. And then early next week, the actual front arrives. That will push through as we head into Tuesday. With it, a better chance to see a little bit of rain, and then also bring back in some cooler and drier air as we head into the middle of next week. So for tomorrow, still well below average. Then we'll warm back up in a hurry as we head through the weekend before the next cool down rolls in. Just 'tis the season to have these roller coaster temperatures. So for tomorrow, highs in the upper 60s, and then by Saturday, Sunday, if you're looking forward to some warmer weather, we are back up into the 80s. Guys?
All right, thank you for that. Still to come, Sir Elton John was supposed to perform in Tampa for the very last time tonight.
Yeah, but that's not happening now. Coming up, what caused the legendary artist to back out of his concert tonight, as well as an Orlando concert last night.
And don't forget, you can follow us on Facebook. Just open up the app and search for, you can search for Avery too. There's Avery's handle. Check that out.
I just posted a pretty neat, funny story, a video of Santa Claus rolling down the highway. So take a look at that. We'll be right back. Well, there are a lot of broken hearts tonight in the Bay Area as we take a live look now at Amalie Arena. Legendary singer Elton John was supposed to perform tonight at Amalie as part of his farewell concert tour.
Yeah, but sadly, Amalie is silent tonight. Elton John sick with an ear infection, we're told. It was an unexpected shock to a packed house in Orlando last night. Thousands of fans excited to see Elton John got hit with the news that essentially ruined the night.
Well, it was kind of rude the way they came out and just said, Elton won't be performing for you tonight. We're so sorry. We know you're disappointed. And that was kind of it.
I mean, I guess what are they supposed to do, though?
Yeah, it's true.
The good news is we're told Elton will come back to Tampa and Orlando at a later date, and all tickets for the original shows will be good when he returns. No need to exchange. A Florida man loses a priceless gift from his son, a coin only given to our country's bravest.
But as News Channel 8's JB Buno reports, a community rallying together helped the sentimental keepsake return to its owner.
So I thought I lost it.
It was at Sunday Night Poker at a bar in Delray Beach. Anthony Ligori dropped a priceless memento. This coin signifying the time his son spent overseas during the Afghanistan war. Ligori, who's a Navy veteran himself.
My son Adam was in Afghanistan. My son-in-law Sam was 3rd Division Marines. Both of them served at the same time.
Doesn't carry the coin often.
This is part of their mission and enduring freedom.
But luckily, it was found by the bartender.
I never thought I would find that. When I did, I was like, this is something special. I don't know a lot about that.
Thank you.
A post about the coin's discovery went viral through countless shares from Facebook to Instagram. Television stations even helped spread the news.
It's amazing how many people got involved.
It was the easiest, nice thing I've ever done in my life.
Ligori was so thankful that the coin was returned to him, he promised the community he would never lose it again. In the Tampa News Center, JB Buno, News Channel 8.
Coming up, it happens every now and then. The threat of a government shutdown once again looms in Washington.
Coming up at 8:30, we'll tell you what President Donald Trump is demanding Congress take action on.
The panels are up, but 8 months later, there's still no juice coming from her solar power system.
News Channel 8 at 8 begins now.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Josh Benson.
I'm Avery Cotton. Thanks for joining us tonight. Julie Phillips is here now, and it's beginning to feel a little bit like the holidays with the cool
It is.
snap.
Some lights out now, places.
But then, everybody makes their weekend plans, and they have to plan their outfits for a different kind of temperature.
Right, because by the weekend, it's not going to feel as much like that, right?
So it's like, it's hard to plan.
Enjoy it while
I'm
it
not going to
lasts.
complain, but it is hard to plan.
It is. It's the time of year where you need your flip-flops out and also your winter jackets in the same closet, which can make things
My jacket is still in storage. I can't find it.
Right, Josh's jacket.
It's been a problem for like weeks.
It is. Well, hopefully warm up soon, and we certainly will do that. Today we topped out at 57, so this is kind of the peak of the cool air. We're going to gradually warm up from here as we head throughout the rest of this week. Some clouds currently in place across Florida and the Tampa Bay area, but we're not going to see any rain for the rest of tonight. Temperatures are already dropping into the 40s too. It's 48 in Clearwater, 46 in Weeki Wachee, 44 in Inverness, 42 in Apollo Beach. So it is going to be another cold night. Brace yourselves for it. With a mostly clear sky, just a couple of clouds around. We'll drop back to 34 if you're in Brooksville, 42 in Tampa, 40 in Brandon, and 43 tomorrow morning in Clearwater. I'll have a look at when the warmer air arrives coming up.
All right, thanks, Julie. And you can download our Max Defender 8 app right now from the App Store. Max Defender 8 is built for Tampa Bay weather. You can check that forecast anytime.
Holding the powerful accountable and getting results.
Shut the camera there.
8 on your side, Steve Andrews investigates.
Going green cost her a bundle. Her contractor's miscues are keeping her in the red. A Citrus County woman shelled out big bucks for solar to power her home, and the panels went up.
But when it came to getting the job done, the contractor fell down. After a 7-month delay, she reached out to 8 on your side senior investigative reporter Steve Andrews for help.
Solar power, a renewable, cheap energy alternative. For Christine Wider, it's been anything but cheap.
I'm on the hook for $23,000 and change.
In March, Christine agreed to install a 4-kilowatt photovoltaic system. She hoped to cut her power bill.
We're talking March now. We're going into December. Where's the solar system?
Hung up on the roof, I guess, Christine hired Ultra Green Improvements to install this system.
Because initially they told me they didn't need a permit.
Oh, yes, they did. Red flag, according to attorney James Giardina.
If a contractor says we don't need a permit, then you don't need a contractor.
According to Christine's complaint to the state, in late June, Ultra Green installed the system after showing up with what she believed was a permit. I went to the Citrus County Building Department Monday. It confirmed Ultra Green applied to pull a permit. No permit was issued. According to attorney Giardina, another red flag.
If you're pulling a permit, why did you say in the first place that we didn't need to pull a permit?
I wanted answers from Ultra Green. I called manager Robbie Knight. How is it that you folks installed this system without pulling a permit first? What's even more interesting, in early June, before any of the hardware went up on Christine's home, another company called Simply Solar Services of Kissimmee represented to Christine's finance company 100% of the work was completed.
It's not completed.
To the complete satisfaction of the customer.
Not satisfied at all.
Without a permit, this system can't be inspected. Without an inspection, it can't be hooked up. All Christine Wider wanted was to cut her power bill. She's been to the company, she's been to the county, she's been to the state. And after 7 months, she felt nothing but burned. In Citrus County, Steve Andrews, News Channel 8.
Last night, an Ultra Green Improvements supervisor told Steve there was no need for Christine to call 8 on your side. The company will finish up the project this week, 7 months after she signed the contract. Now, if you have a problem you want Steve to investigate, call our 8 on your side helpline. There's the number, 1-800-338-0808.
A secret code may have saved a Pasco County girl. Deputies are looking for the man in this composite sketch who tried to bribe a 10-year-old girl to get into his car in Newport Richey on Monday. Officials say the girl asked the man for the code word. He didn't have the answer, and that's when she knew he was lying. The man last seen driving a tan 4-door sedan on Banbury Avenue and Carty Street in the Moon Lake area. And business owners allegedly stealing from their clients. That's according to deputies who arrested a Sarasota couple earlier this week. Authorities say Arthur and Cynthia Borchert of Trademark Pavers stole more than $35,000 from their clients. The couple took money from clients for paving work, but no work's been done. Officials say they found 9 victims so far.
PlayStation murder. An argument over a video game console appears to have led to a murder. Believing their ex-roommate stole a PlayStation upon his eviction, Seminole County deputies say a 21-year-old Ian McClurg and 22-year-old Jake Bellotta lured their former roommate back to the home on Monday night. It's there, deputies say, the two stabbed 24-year-old Joshua Barnes to death.
The report from Ian was Jake was so upset earlier in the day that he was punching holes in the wall, and he was doing whatever he could to get this individual back over there so he can take revenge out.
Deputies said the plan unraveled when another roommate stopped home during a date and found Bellotta and McClurg trying to put the body into garbage bags. A fugitive found in Florida. Officials arrested the suspect, 38-year-old Jason Gibson, in Daytona Beach. Gibson faces a number of charges, including murder in Texas and kidnapping in New Mexico. He was caught in a stolen car after a short chase.
The midterm elections and Florida recounts are finally over, but there's a new drama in the last few weeks of this lame duck Congress, a partial government shutdown. News Channel 8's political anchor Evan Donovan shows us how funding the government has become the political football, and the line of scrimmage is the southern border.
Before the 116th U.S. Congress takes the floor in January,
did I hear the word bipartisan?
Both sides of this Congress have until next Friday, December 7th, to pass a spending bill or risk a partial shutdown of the federal government. The big sticking point?
Turn on the TV. You can see we have a problem at the border.
The wall on the southern border. President Trump wants $5 billion for it, but he'll need bipartisan support.
Our bill contains the president's full request for the border. But ultimately, the president and the Senate Democrats are going to have to come to agreement as well. As you know, this takes 60 votes in the Senate. Therefore, Senate Democrats have a say-so in appropriation matters.
So far, Senate Democrats are willing to fund security measures, including more fencing, but no wall.
If there's any shutdown, it's on President Trump's back.
The border fight could block a budget and force a partial government shutdown, cutting paychecks to thousands of government employees right before the holidays. In Tampa, Evan Donovan, News Channel 8.
And today, Democrats voted to nominate Nancy Pelosi for House Speaker when the new Congress gets sworn in January. The role isn't hers just yet, though, but it does bring her closer to reclaiming the gavel. Attendees in the closed-door meeting said Pelosi was nominated by a 203-32 vote after a small group tried to derail Pelosi's leadership return.
I'm very proud. We look forward to the results, whatever they are. They will be intense, and they will be a vote of confidence to send me my name to the floor, that I'm proud to be the nominee of the House Democratic Caucus, once again for Speaker of the House.
To secure the House Speaker role, Congresswoman Pelosi will need to change the minds of some who voted against her.
Coming up, age is just a number for a group of senior citizens up in Wisconsin.
How they hope becoming calendar girls in their golden years inspires others to take fitness seriously. A live look at Hollywood Boulevard tonight, courtesy of EarthCam. Looks like there's an event of some kind going on. We got some
We're spying on them.
We're looking at them, some tents on the street right now. Hopefully this song is inspiring, though, to your inner supermodel. Brought to us by RuPaul.
Yeah.
There's a group of retirees in Wisconsin that sure did.
Yeah, Emily Matisik spoke with some of them as they become calendar girls.
I miss April.
I miss May.
And I miss June.
Ranging in age from 70-something to north of 90, these are the women of the 2019 Touchmark on West Prospect calendar.
I was thinking, well, not only are these people beautiful here, but they are strong and fit, and we are gaining muscle tone all the time, and I thought, why don't we make a calendar to show off our fitness?
Marge Willis and the pipe she proudly shows off may have come up with the calendar idea, but it didn't take long for the other ladies to lend their bodies to the project.
You're never too old to try something new.
Fitness buffs who work out at least 5 times a week, these ladies have worked hard for their bodies, and they understand that fitness is good for their futures.
Not only do we need muscles, but we need those connective tissues, and all of the moving helps everything to work properly and stave off the aging part.
And it's working.
I don't feel like I'm 70-something. I feel really like I'm still 50.
It's that mentality and their cheeky calendar that these pinup girls are hoping will inspire others their age to get active.
I think it's important that people understand that age is only a number. I mean, I could be 73 and very sedentary, or I can be 73 and very active.
The calendars are for sale at Touchmark for $8 a piece. And in the spirit of women helping women, all proceeds are being donated to Harbor House domestic abuse programs.
That was Emily Matisik reporting. How cool is that?
I'm inspired.
No excuses for any of us.
Zero.
I mean, she's 70-something and doing way better than I am.
Looking great. Good for them.
Yeah. Well, a dog shot and left in the street, now rescued by a Bay Area deputy.
It tugged at us because we have 2 rescues of our own, and we know that these dogs need love.
How this dog is getting a second chance at life and has already found a new home.
And temperatures quite chilly again tonight, but we are looking at a much warmer trend into the weekend. We'll have the details coming up.
It's the greatest show of all time.
Seinfeld, you magnificent bastard.
The seasons change, but great comedy remains. Watch the next Seinfeld, weeknights at 11 on Great 38.
I'm here, asking for help.
It was like hearing a ghost, a voice from beyond the grave.
There's no way I can go back.
Could she help solve her own murder?
Dateline, tonight starting at 9.
At Cane's, we're making you part of the family. This weekend, get the same discount our employees' families get at Cane's Employee Family Discount Sale. This 5-piece living room was already Cane's priced at $9.99. Wait till you see the employee family price. Save on Florida's largest selection of furniture. Cane's Employee Family Discount Sale. This weekend only.
Cane's Furniture. You won't find it for less.
If your credit card debt is out of control,
A live look at Midtown New York City now, courtesy of EarthCam tonight. Gorgeous shot. A teenage table tennis player did not throw away his shot in a recent match, and now he's enjoying a viral stardom.
And when you see the move that put him on the map, you won't believe your eyes. Take a look. Never say die, huh? This happened during a match at the Trondheim Table Tennis Club in Norway. After a fast shot forced 15-year-old Chris Chen to the floor, the point seemed all but over.
But then that block, there it is. Wow. Chen ended up losing the point to his opponent, but what he gained, legendary viral stardom. It's been viewed thousands of times online, and Table Tennis Daily labeled it the best shot of 2018.
I mean, that's probably the best shot ever in table tennis. That was pretty good. Good for him.
Luck is on his side.
Yeah, no kidding. All right, how's the weather look?
The weather looks pretty good. If you like the colder weather.
Yeah.
I know Avery is like, no, not so
People
much.
on Facebook are probably tired of me complaining about it.
Yeah, but then in 2 days, it's back to normal.
Right.
Goodness.
A little bit of something for everyone, no matter what you like.
But is this going to be the trend for like a month, or are we going to finally just get cold and stay that way?
January is our coldest month of the year, so it's not even December yet.
No.
Which
It
seems
feels
like
like
it should be,
yeah,
but
it
it's
feels
not
like-
yet. So we are heading into some of the coldest time of the year. Today's high temp, 57 degrees. That is our high temperature today. Sunday morning temperature is expected to be 70 degrees. So you can see we're going to warm up in quite a hurry as we head into this coming weekend. Max Defender 8 showing you quiet conditions right now. No showers out there, completely dry, expecting to stay dry for the rest of tonight. Here's a look at our low temperatures. 44 in Pinellas Park for tonight, 43 in Apollo Beach, 41 in West Chase, 41 in Lando Lakes. If you're in Tampa, we'll be waking up at around 42 tomorrow tomorrow morning, 46 in St. Pete and 38 in Lakeland. So yes, the jackets you knew this morning, you are going to need them once again for tomorrow. It is going to probably be just as cold as you step out the door. By noon, though, it's going to start to warm up a little bit. Temperatures getting back up close to 60 degrees and then topping out near 67 for tomorrow afternoon. High pressure in control at this point. That's going to keep things fairly quiet as we head through tonight. Still breezy for us through the overnight hours, but by the time you wake up tomorrow morning, the winds will ease up and it's just going to be a cold start. Through the day, we should see plenty of sunshine again, no rain expected, and temperatures will be a little bit warmer, but still below average in the upper 60s. And then Friday morning, partly cloudy, and that's really when we start to see a significant warming trend. The reason being high pressure shifts east, our wind shift more southeast, and that really allows us to warm up. So we'll see highs back up into the mid 70s. And you can see that as we head into the weekend and we start to warm up, we also bring in some deeper moisture. So for the weekend, there is a chance of rain on Saturday and Sunday for this weekend. Not a washout, but yes, a chance of rain both days. The actual front arrives Tuesday, so early next week, the front moves in with a rain chance still sticking around behind it. We'll have some drier air that will roll through. So again, you can see the showers and potentially a few storms that we could see for the upcoming weekend. There's the actual front that passes, and then we'll see some drier and cooler air that will move back in for the beginning of next week. Temperatures right now, 52 in St. Pete, 48 in Plant City, only 46 in Lakeland, 43 in Waimama. So temperatures are cooling off nice and quickly for tonight. Dew points only in the 30s, so a very dry air mass in place, and it's going to stay dry for the next 2 days. Then a nice warm up comes in for the weekend. So for those of you like Avery that like the warmer temperatures, we are right back up above average before too long.
But you live in the right place, you know.
Exactly.
You could be in Minnesota or something. All right, plenty of kids are looking forward to unwrapping presents at Christmas this time of year, but some families are struggling to try to buy the gifts here in Tampa Bay.
And that's usually where Toys for Tots comes in. The organization collects new, unused, or unwrapped presents every year. But after Toys R Us, one of their biggest donors, went out of business, the shelves look a bit empty.
We should make sure every child has a toy, at least one toy for Christmas morning.
If you want to help by donating to Toys for Tots, you can find information on our website, WFLA.com. And a reminder, News Channel 8's Kindness Day is on Friday, December 7th. We'd love for all of you to join us. You can drive through our donation center from 6 a.m. until 7 p.m. with all your gifts. We're collecting teddy bears for the Rough Riders, other toys, food, and cash. You can even give the gift of life by donating blood. Of course, we hope to see all of you there.
Well, we told you last night on News Channel 8 at 11 o'clock, someone in Ybor City shot a dog and left it in the road to die. But it didn't die. In fact, a Hillsborough County deputy saved the dog. And today, the reunion of a dog, a deputy, and the dog's new family. Hillsborough County Master Corporal Sean Helmer is back to see his new friend.
I've got dogs, I've had dogs all my life, and she's probably one of the sweetest ones I've ever met, especially given the condition she was in.
It wasn't good. The dog was shot and left for dead near an Ybor City road. The corporal had finished his shift and was alerted by a neighbor of a dog in the ditch. The corporal jumped into action, saving the dog, even giving her a name, Cupcake.
She's just sweet and cuddly, so Cupcake kind of seemed fitting.
An emotional reunion.
Yeah. Anybody that knows me knows that I'm that kind of animal crazy, dog crazy guy.
But you could say Cupcake has a new lease on life and will stay in the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office family, literally.
We weren't even thinking of adopting until we started to see it on Facebook.
That's right. Deputy Sheriff's couple, Sam and Cindy Rodriguez, have stepped up to adopt Cupcake when she's ready for a new home.
It tugged at us because we have 2 rescues of our own, and we know that these dogs need love.
As for the person who did this and who's still out there,
I'd love nothing more than to figure out who did this and make sure that they answer for it.
Such a sweet dog. Now, Cupcake still needs that surgery to remove the bullet from her leg, but supporters have been raising money online for that surgery.
And as for that name, Cupcake, the new parents were going to change it, but have since decided just to keep it as it is. What a sweet dog.
Yeah, cool dog.
Well, coming up next in sports, some injured Bucks players could be returning soon.
Yeah, plus you may notice some colorful shoes on Bucks players this Sunday. Dan Lucas shows us a few of the designs and what they all mean next.